Hey guys, my name is Olivia and I'm a ministry partner at Fuse High School at the Henderson campus, and I'm really excited to be here with you today on the video blog, but I am also pumped about Pursued. It's been an awesome series so far. We're only a couple weeks in, but the services have been killer, the conversation you guys are having in your Fuse groups are awesome, and this overwhelming reminder has been incredible about God's divine obsession for us, His love for us, and then no matter what, He's continually pursuing us to have a relationship. Pretty mind-blowing when you start thinking about it. But that's why I'm so excited that I get to talk to you today about chapter 4 in Pursued, and it's called Bad Romance. Now, by now you've probably heard the story about Hosea and Gomer. Hosea is this guy called by God to marry a prostitute. It's still crazy for me to understand, but I'm going with it. And through this marriage, God presents this incredible example of His grace and His love for His people. And that's what I kind of want to dig into a little bit. In chapter 4, it's kind of the first time that we really get to talk about Gomer a little bit and kind of what she kind of is feeling about this marriage. Now, Gomer is the prostitute that Hosea has been called to marry, and I think Gomer is a little overwhelmed by this marriage. I think having this guy come in who wants to love her faithfully and truly is something she's not used to, and I don't think she knows quite what to do with it. She's been living this destructive path of prostitution that's full of fear and shame and guilt, and she doesn't really love herself, so she can't really accept this love from Hosea. But the question that's asked in chapter 4 is, why would she continue this bad romance of prostitution in this life that she continues even after she marries Hosea, when she has true love waiting at home in the form of her husband? And, you know, Hosea has this choice when God calls him to marry Gomer. He can go into it saying no. He could have, gone into it with a lot of doubt, but he goes into this marriage wholeheartedly because he trusts God. And he shows nothing but love and grace to Gomer, even though she's continuing her life of prostitution when she's married to him. And that's just crazy, because that's the same grace and love that's shown to us by God. That's exactly how He feels about us, that no matter what, He will continue to show us grace and love and won't give up on us. Now, grace is kind of a big word. It's something we hear a lot about at church, maybe in song or in a message or in a Bible verse, and grace is really just all about the fact that we are so undeserving of God's love. Undeserving, a little, but we're all sinners. I hate to break it to you, and God's grace and love is just huge and crazy and amazing. I could go on about it for hours, but He continually loves us and shows us that grace even when we make mistakes, when we make bad choices, when we're not really chasing after Him. He continues to chase after us. And I'm so guilty of getting caught up in my everyday life and forgetting to include God sometimes. I get so wrapped up in my busy schedule and, with everything going on, I try to solve my problems by myself. I try to take control of situations. I'm pretty independent. And at the end of the day, sometimes I sit back and I'm like, did I even talk to God today? Did I thank Him for this awesome day I just had? Did I talk to Him about my problems or, something that I need to get off my chest? Did I thank Him? Did I give Him credit for any of my accomplishments? Did I include Him in anything? I mean, it's a relationship. If He's not there, it's not a very good relationship. So it's all about giving over that control and really surrendering so you can embrace this crazy, awesome, insane grace that God shows us. He will always pursue you. He will never give up on you. My challenge for you this week, you've probably heard the song Amazing Grace before, and one of my favorite parts in chapter 4, Bad Romance of Pursued, is when Jed talks about going to a U2 concert, and U2 starts playing Amazing Grace, and everyone in the crowd starts singing it because it's such a familiar song. But the lyrics are so impactful, and I challenge you to listen to the song this week or look up the lyrics and really try to understand and remind yourself about God's grace and His continuous love for you. I recommend still continuing to come to the services, get plugged into a Fuse group if you're not yet, and be sure to keep coming back to this video blog and keeping up with us during this Pursuit Challenge. We're so excited, and we have more great stuff coming up for you. Bye!